A serve is a let if the ball hits the net but bounces on the opponent's side of the table, which means it needs to be replayed. If the ball hits the net but does not cross the table, the receiver gets a point. Let is called on non-counting points. This is a net and does not count when you serve a ball that hits your net but continues over to your opponent's side of the table. A let also occurs when an external occurrence interferes with the match. Example, a ball from the next court rolls into your playing area. What happens if there is a dispute about the let serve? Because it is rather difficult to see if the serve is a let or not. The decision is based on the honor system. The player will be honest about it. The umpire sometimes can't decide who is right, but normally it is better to replay the point. ITTF official rule about the let serve. If in service the ball, in passing over or around the net assembly, touches it, provided the service is otherwise good or the ball is obstructed by the receiver or his partner. How many let serve?
I don't believe this. Don, what is going on here? That is the 5th false service.
And the problem now is that Gardosh is getting involved. He wants the umpire to reconsider his decisions. Difficult situation all round here. Big game this, last 16 of the team event at the World Championships. It's going to happen with a serve here. when he throws the ball up, he is throwing it at an angle. I think, my opinion is that angle is acceptable. It's what is the definition of upwards. And it's if you throw the ball up from the middle of the table, so long as it struck before it goes over the side of the table, my understanding is that that is okay.
Well, you have to keep in mind, Don, another rule of the serve is that you have to pull your arm out of the way. So it's very difficult to throw it up straight and then pull the arm away. Stuff happening here that have nothing to do with table tennis, as Bartosz Zuch is now doing the 5th fault serve in a row.
And the referee now, one of the assistant referees, is having a word with the umpire. Very difficult situation here for the... Maybe he'll go for his shots.
Oh my God.
Dear. But there was nothing different with that service to the one before. He's called fault late. Didn't call it at the time, he's called fault.
What?
So I think now it's 8 love. What was a disappointing match there. The controversy will be, was it a foul serve or not? And in fairness to Zhu, he's coming over, he's shaking hand with the umpire. Very sporting.
Let's. Please make sure that you're not serving over the table.
Dann gibt es eine Zurechtweisung vom
Nicht über den Tisch, bitte.
Schiedsrichter, dass die Hand beim Service über dem Tisch gewesen sei.
Fault.
Und jetzt gibt er den Aufschlag falsch. Punkt für He Jiwen. Zunächst nur der Hinweis und dann wieder offensichtlich vom Schiedsrichter gesehen, dass die Hand beim Aufwurf über dem Tisch gewesen ist. Das ist verboten und He Jiwen bekommt den Punkt. Damit kann man einen Spieler natürlich unglaublich verunsichern, wenn das passiert. Aus der Position leider nicht zu sehen. Müsste man von der Seite sehen, ob die Hand tatsächlich über dem Tisch war. Aber Diskussionen sind müßig. Der Punkt geht an den Spanier.
دور ثمن النهائي باتريك بوم يواجه لاعب أنقى الذي.
Welcome to Ping Skills. Today we're going to try to clear up all those questions that you might have and all those arguments that you might be having about the rules of table tennis.
Yeah, because a lot of people do argue about the rules, Alice, but once you understand the basic rules, they are pretty simple.
They are very simple, but there are always those little garage rules that creep up that we're going to try to clear for you today.
Yeah, so this video will cover the essential rules, but we also, on the Ping Skills website, have a rules section where we cover in more detail some of the more complex rules, so check those out too.
How do you win a point in table tennis? Well, the basic rule is that you've got to hit the ball onto your opponent's side of the table and they've got to hit the ball back onto your side. You're only allowed to let the ball bounce once on the table before you hit it back. If I hit the ball into the net, that's Jeff's point because I haven't hit it onto the table. Similarly, if I hit the ball off the end of the table, that's Jeff's point because my shot didn't hit the table. So that's all pretty simple. The other one is that if I let the ball bounce twice on the table, like Jeff just did, then that's the end of the point. So Jeff needs to hit that ball after it bounces once on the table. Now, the other tricky rule is the rule about volleying. If I hit the ball before it bounces on the table, that's a volley and that is Jeff's point. But if Jeff hits the ball out of bounds on the full and then I volley it, it's already out, that's my point, finally. So as soon as someone volleys the ball or hits it on the full, it's the end of the point. If it's over the table when I hit it on the full, that's your point. If it's past the table, it's already out, that's my point. It's only the serve that you hit down on your side. After that, you have to hit the ball straight over the net. If I hit the ball back down in my side in the rally, that's Jeff's point too.
So, Alois, if we're in a rally and the ball hits the net, what happens?
Okay, so if it hits the net and goes over onto your side of the table, in a rally, that's play on, and you've got to hit the ball back onto their side of the table.
Okay, so in a rally play on, what about if it's off a serve?
If it's a serve, that's called a let. And what you do with a let is you just replay the serve.
Okay, but how many lets in a row can I get?
You can serve as many as you possibly can, Jeff. So if you can serve 30 lets in a row, it is still a let, and you don't lose the point. How many points